Good day, OA. How are you? My name is Lionel Garcia, and I'm your VP of Sales and Agent Development. And it is Motivation Monday, and I'm excited to be here with all of you and watching you, seeing what's going on. It's a crazy week for me. Maybe it's a crazy week for you. Would love for you to share what is going on in your week. I'm excited, and I'm going to share with you my win, and I can't wait to hear what your wins are of the week. But I want to tell you that officially last night on Sunday, we had our first sleep in our new home in Jacksonville, and that was really awesome to be there. And the best part about this is that guess what? There's just my win. Ready? I got the key to the office. Yes, right here. This is the key to the office. It's a pretty big deal. I get to, I don't know, actually, I need to really think about that. Is it that big of a deal? That means now that I get to open, which makes sense. I got here this morning at 6:45 in the morning, and it means that I get to close the office, which could be after 7. That so I don't know if I should be so happy about the fact that I got the keys, but it just shows a great vote of confidence in Steve and Chad to share with me the responsibility that we have here at the office to have the key. And you probably can't tell because of my backdrop, but there's a Jacksonville Jaguar picture in this key. Yeah, I'm not a Jags fan. I'm a Dolphin fan. But either way, it's still a win of the week. I'm very excited. I see there's a comment here. Yes, thank you, Amy. It is really cool for the congratulations. I'm really happy about it as well. So please share your win. If you're not watching right now live, go ahead and share your win for me in the replay. Now, this week we have a really neat comment, a really neat subject, and that is the subject of customer service excellence. And when we think about it, I think we could all probably say that we're pretty darn good at customer service, that we got this, right? We know what's good customer service. And you know what? You're probably right. You probably do have a great understanding and grasp of what is customer service. But we all can admit that at least once a day, we talk to somebody that we wish knew what was good customer service. Am I right? Yes. So today we're going to cover the top 5 things to really excel with customer service. What are the things that you could do? So number one, active listening. Okay, you want to understand what your client is saying and what they mean. Don't just, here's the best part. Let's be real. As salespeople, we already know what the client is going to say because we're not listening. We hear for a few key terms, and all of a sudden, blah, we have something to say. So we have to be listening. And I know I've said this before, but we have 2 ears and only one mouth. That means that we get to listen twice as much as we speak. So make sure that you are listening and don't be embarrassed. And the best way to prove that you're listening is to ask your client clarifying questions and repeat back to them those key points that they shared with you to show them that you're tuned in and that you're listening. All right, here's the next one, responsiveness. I have to tell you something about responsiveness. I remember my days as a BDM. And if you all watching this, you had me as your BDM, I was pretty darn responsive. And what made this fascinating is that just because I answered your email in a timely manner, you thought that I was the best BDM ever, that I walked on water. And it was something as simple as just responding to your message. Well, guess what? Your clients feel the same way. And when you're a client, you feel the same way. You want to be able to send a request and have someone respond to you right away. You want to feel like your clients want to feel like they're the only customer you have. And for you to deliver that excellent customer service, that's how you have to make them feel. And you make them feel that way by responding. Even if you don't know the answer, you still should respond, letting them know that you're on it. And that's going to build that trust. That's going to build that credibility. And they know that you care. All right, let's see what the third one. We got personalization. Oh my goodness. If you're not using your CRM or your way to track your clients to remember their birthdays, to remember that as Dan likes to say, he likes to fly on Delta in row 2 or 3, and he has his favorite seat. If you don't know those things about your client, you're not personalizing. You want to know their anniversary, you want to know their birthday, you want to know their past trips, you want to know what they loved, what they didn't love, and you want to prepare things in advance for them so that you can personalize that trip and make it uniquely special just for them. That allows your clients to feel valued, allows them to feel seen, and want to make them come back to you again and again. All right, number four, problem solving. Inevitably, things are going to go wrong no matter how much you try to get things going. A perfect example here today in our Kickstart class, everything always works. And guess what? All of a sudden today, no sound. Oh my goodness. So we couldn't play the music. Our presenters don't have any videos with sound. Our mics aren't working. And so when things go wrong, what are you going to do? How readily available are you? How are you how are you able to utilize your connections, your resources to get the answers for your client? Because they don't care, if something goes wrong, they don't care whose fault it is. They just want it fixed. And I think that those of you who are exceeding expectations and delivering excellent customer service are doing that. They're finding the solution and getting results. And if you're doing the same thing, then you're delivering that excellent customer service. And number five, man, whew, follow up. It is so important to have that follow up after the trip. Check in. After a situation, check in. Ask for feedback. How was it? How were things? How was your trip? Or better yet, use this follow up as a perfect way to turn that into referral business. Were you satisfied with the service and that I provided you and the trip that I created for you? Do you know anyone else that can benefit from this? That's how you're asking for that referral. So use number five for that follow up to get you there. Now, I know you've been awfully quiet, and right now, live, we only have two of you. So, how are you exceeding expectations? I would love for you, Amy, if there's something you want to say, or whoever else is watching this, tell me, how are you exceeding expectations for your clients? I'm going to pause just a little bit. All right. So you're a little shy. You haven't answered. No worries. I get it. Only 2 o'clock on a Monday, and the fact is you're here watching me, so I appreciate it. So here's some examples of ways that you can exceed expectations. You can surprise and delight. Maybe there's a delivery in their stateroom. Maybe it's the fact that when they check in at the hotel property, someone is telling them happy anniversary or happy birthday or recognizing them and thanking them for their loyalty. So, another way is to be proactive. Know what your client wants before they even know they want it. That's a great way to exceed expectations. And then here's another one, educate yourself, learn so much of what you can offer to your clients. What is it that your clients enjoy? What are they looking for? How can that property or vacation deliver for your client? And then do it for them. So educate yourself. There is someone who has a comment here. So let's see. I love this. So Amy, you're new, so you're still getting onto clients. I love that. Thank you for watching this, Amy. I really appreciate it. But those of you who are watching on the replay, chime in, right? How are you exceeding your expectations? Oh, I see here some of them on Instagram. I've never watched my other screen, and I see Instagram. And so we see people listening. Personalized service is their favorite, and they love referrals. Oh, this is awesome. You know what? I need somebody to help me with this so that way I could be with you and they can like feed me some of the comments and things that are coming in. But I love this. This is great. So thank you. All right. Now we will end with our quote of the day. And this is from Charles Kinsley. And his quote is, the only way to achieve the impossible is to believe it is possible. And I know that sometimes these quotes might come across really cheesy, but sometimes it's so important though to think about it and to reflect, because our minds are so powerful and they fill themselves with these voices, these thoughts, these most of the time negative things that just consume us. And then we believe these falsehoods. So I want you to believe that those things that you might think could be impossible or that others around you might feel are impossible, you need to believe it first before it can ever become true. So remember that, put that into practice. say and speak positive things to you because you know what? You deserve it. You are fantastic. And with that, I want to say thank you so much for attending our Motivation Monday. I look forward to seeing you again next week. I'll be back here again in the office because I'm a permanent resident here. Doesn't mean I'm a Jacksonville Jaguars fan, but I will be here in Jacksonville. See you again soon. Have a great week. Bye bye.